Hey guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and today I wanted to talk about the best DLC in Watch Dogs 2, and that of course is the Human Conditions DLC. Now, I did play this when it originally came out, but I didn't really make any content for it, so today, that's going to change. So without further ado, let's get started. Human Conditions contains 3 different story missions. One is called Automata, which has to do with a one-of-a-kind biometric car that is apparently unhackable. There's also Bad Medicine, where you team up with Jordi Chin to take on the Bratva. And last but not least, Caustic Progress, where you team up with Lenny and Primate to take on a shady organization that has been experimenting on the homeless. The DLC also features some co-op missions and a new enemy type, but for this video, I just want to focus on the story missions as they're the biggest piece of content. I want to start this off talking about what I didn't like first, and that was obviously the Lenny mission. It's no secret that I can't stand Lenny, and giving her even more screen time was just a bad idea. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea of Primate and Dead Set coming together to face a common enemy, but it just seemed forced, and there was some creepy moments. Like, Lenny is just flirting with Josh because he reminds her of someone. It was awkward and, again, just creepy. I don't know. The setup to this mission at least was kind of unique, as you'll be using NetHack to often find hidden items, but it just kind of falls apart at the end. You can see they at least tried, but listen, if you don't like Lenny in the main story, this isn't going to change your opinion, so take that with what you will. Moving on, we have the Automata mission, where you steal probably the best looking car in this entire game. Not only that, but this DLC also features wrench throughout the entire thing, and it's just a great time. The missions are similar to the main game, as you'll be driving someone around for a certain part, breaking into a little area and stealing data, and those are fine, but this mission definitely starts to shine at the end, where you finally get to break into the WKZ station and steal that car. Not to mention, when you finally enter it, it just starts driving automatically, and you have to get rid of the cops without having any control of where you're going. It was just so much fun, and again, if you enjoyed Wrench, he has some pretty good moments in this too. And last but not least, we have my favorite mission from the Human Conditions DLC, Bad Medicine, where you team up with Jordi Chin. Now, when I first heard he was coming back, I was honestly a bit worried because I thought they would just change his character to kind of match the tone of Watch Dogs 2, but thankfully they didn't. This entire mission felt like a throwback to the original game, and I didn't want it to end. Jordi Chin has the best dialogue in the entire game, hands down. Here's just a few clips to show you what I'm talking about.
Man, you're going up against the Bratva's best hackers. You think they're not ready for some goon in a fancy suit? This is in my neighborhood.
Goon? You're hurtful. That's what you are. You're hurtful and stinging. I haven't done goon work in over a decade. But you know what? I like this new, useful you. So we're gonna go with that. You know what? You have really inconvenienced me, kid. Bad enough I gotta take a red eye out to this hipster shithole and deal with some serious humidity issues. I mean, what the fuck? Sweating balls in the morning and freezing them at night. Where the hell was I?
Inconvenience.
Right. You're an inconvenience. Now you got me way off my path, talking to goddamn nerds or geeks or whatever the fuck you want to identify with. You know what? We'll go with dorks. And not just dorks. Now I'm wasting my time working with some kind of woke dork activists. Am I using that word right? Woke?
I don't think so.
Anyway.
See what I mean? This is the Jordi Chin we all know and love, but it doesn't stop there. The missions were perfect. I love taking on the Bratva with Jordi just blowing shit up for no reason. I mean, yes, sometimes he would take out some enemies, but most of the time the dude was just blowing up cars and gas tanks for no reason, and I loved every second of it. And at the end of the mission, you get to go on a yacht that's named after Lord Tachanka from Rainbow Six Siege. Throughout this portion, Jordi Chin will just take out so many enemies, and he does it in style. My only complaint with Bad Medicine is I just wish it lasted a bit longer because I loved it so much. And if you haven't played Human Conditions, I definitely recommend picking it up. I believe you can still buy the gold edition of Watch Dogs 2 for pretty cheap right now, or you can buy the DLC separately. But anyways, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.
I turn my head to the east, I was nobody by my side. I turn my head to the west, still nobody inside. So I turn my head to the north, swallow that pill that they call pride. That old me's dead and gone, but that new me'll be alright.